The Big Agnes Bitter Springs UL 2-person tent is the perfect tent for backpackers who are trying to go ultra lightweight, but they don't want to skimp on any features, especially gear storage space. The absolute standout feature here is the oversized vestibule, which can house a ton of gear, freeing up more elbow room inside of the tent. Even though the vestibule is so large and the rainfly offers full coverage, it still weighs in under 3 pounds due to the trekking pole structure. There's just one included pole with this tent, but the tent gets its stability from the trekking poles that you've already got with you, and that saves on weight and pack size. Once you've practiced with this tent at home, you'll be able to set it up quickly in the backcountry. So let's take a closer look at all of its features. I've talked to a lot of our customers who are looking for an ultra lightweight 2-person backpacking tent, but they're turned away from a 1-door, 1-vestibule tent because they might not have enough gear storage. Big Agnes solves that problem here with this oversized vestibule. So you still have an ultra lightweight tent, you still have 1 door here in the front, but this vestibule gives you all of that extra space. Once you've got 2 backpacks, 2 pairs of boots, and all the other gear that you would bring along with you, you may have to store some of that gear inside of a regular tent, but with this tent, you can store all of that gear outside of the tent, freeing up more elbow room inside. Now I'm sitting in the open door of the vestibule here, and you have side access. You can actually unzip from both sides. I've got a zipper here, a zipper on the other side, and roll this up, which allows you really easy access in and out of the tent. The fabric here is ultra lightweight, but it's got ripstop in there for durability, and it's completely seam sealed, so you're gonna be protected from rain and from wind. The way this is designed, you've got a lot of stakeout points and you've got some guy out points too. So all around the tent, you're gonna wanna guy out every single one of those points. They've got some reinforcements there on all of the guy out points just to make it more durable. You've even got some reflective guy out points so that if you need to find your tent at night, you can shine your headlamp on it and it's easy to find. Now we're gonna take the rainfly off the tent and talk about the interior. Setting up the tent body is simple once you get the hang of it, so we do suggest watching our complete tent setup video on the product page of our website. Now you've got 1 pole that goes over the top here. This is the only pole that's included with the tent. The other 2 are your trekking poles. These are DAC press fit aluminum poles. They're very lightweight and set up really easily with these Jake's Feet attachments. You've got clips here, so it's lightning fast to set those up. If you look at the tent body here, you have mainly mesh. This is an ultra lightweight tent, so we've got a lot of mesh in the canopy for breathability and also to keep that weight down. On the floor, you do have a bathtub style floor, so it's completely waterproof, completely seam taped, so you're protected there. On the front here, you have 1 big door, and we showed you how the door corresponds with the vestibule there. So easy in and out of the tent. As you undo that door, it just kind of falls to the floor and you can toggle it down on the bottom. If I move to the back of the tent, that's where we have the shorter trekking pole, and it just supports the foot area of the tent. For such a lightweight tent here, you do have a lot of room. So down towards the bottom, you have a 30-inch peak height, which is plenty of room for your feet there, and then you have a stake out the back of that. Moving up to the tallest point of this tent, it is a 40-inch peak height. Plenty of room for 2 backpackers and your gear stored in the front. On the inside, you've got pockets here to get some gear up off the ground, an extra layer or a headlamp. So you've got a pocket on either side. And then there are loops here above you. So you can purchase gear lofts separately and put them on the inside of the tent in case you need to get some other gear up off the floor. One thing I want to point out, there is a pocket here in the front, and the door goes into that pocket and you can toggle it off so it's not in the way there in front of you. As you can see, plenty of room on the inside here. 2 backpackers would have plenty of room for their sleeping pads and themselves. With all of the features you get here, it's a really livable interior. With the Bitter Springs UL2 tent, you've got all the features that are going to keep you comfortable in the backcountry. And you'll be really hard pressed to find a tent that comes into this weight category that has so much additional gear storage. It's the Big Agnes Bitter Springs UL2.